Hello friends, Perez Hilton here, and I'm just gonna get right to it. No preamble today. Well, I did go see On Your Feet last night and I loved it, and I got to see my beloved Gloria Estefan last night, and I took my mom, and that just made us both so happy, and I am so appreciative that I get to have these experiences and share them with her. There's a lot of less than ideal things happening, and I don't even want to verbalize them because they will just make me even more anxious. I am on edge today, but I'm also thrilled that you're watching this because I appreciate you. You are why I make these videos, and there's so much to talk about, and I love talking about these things. Kylie Jenner is on the tip of so many people's tongues today because she is on the cover of the new issue of Forbes magazine, being touted as a self-made billionaire. Self-made billionaire. Let me cut right to the chase. Kylie Jenner is not a self-made billionaire. Kylie Jenner was born rich, and her momager, Kris Jenner, made her even richer. Having said that, I don't wish anything negative upon this girl. She's just 20 years old. I'm glad she's on the cover of Forbes. I'm glad she found something she enjoys doing for a living, and good on her. Good on her. Like, it's inspirational. I would love to make $900 million with little effort. Wouldn't you? Don't begrudge that upon somebody else. You know, good on her, and good on Kris Jenner. And I want some of that my way. A fraction of that I'd be happy with. And I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I have observed a full-on Kylie Jenner rebrand happening. Forbes getting rid of the filler in her lips, saying publicly that she is a different woman because of her child. She is shifting. And also, I'm happy for that. Good on her. You know, she's growing up. And all of us, every single one of us, we evolve, we change. It's the only constant in life. Change and death. Not even taxes are certain. If you're Donald Trump, you can get away with not paying taxes. Well, another thing that people are talking about a lot today is Cardi B. She just gave birth to her first child, a daughter, and her name is Culture, spelled with a K, Kiari Cephas. KK Cephas, or Cult, or Kiki, or Kiari, or whatever. Listen, every parent names their children whatever they want. It's as simple as that. If you want to give your child the kookiest name, go for it. Personally, I would have loved if Cardi had given her daughter some kind of Spanish name, first name or middle name or both. Cardi is half Latina. I mean, doesn't cultura sound better than culture? Cultura sounds cooler, I think, but hey, it ain't my baby. Also, and the title of this video, Taylor Swift Ruined My Life. That DJ that groped Taylor Swift at a meet and greet, whom was found guilty, whom despite all of that was able to get another job in radio, is dumb enough to talk major smack about Taylor Swift. This loser, literally he lost that case, says that Taylor Swift ruined his life. David Mueller, whom should just shut up and be thankful that he got another radio job in a small station in Mississippi, says, Taylor Swift, how can you live with yourself? You ruined my life. I was not ready for the photograph. I admit it. It was awkward, but I never grabbed her. It's not even close to what happened. Now, I'm afraid to even talk to women. I feel like I'm in a prison. I'm not myself anymore. I don't go near women. You can't help dumb people. You can try, but they're gonna just keep being dumb. This dude is clearly dumb. He was found guilty, and remember that video where I put my fist in my mouth? Just picture that. Speaking of people making and doing questionable things, Tori Spelling has accused the fancy Four Seasons hotel of having nails exposed in the arcade when her 15-month-old son was playing there. First of all, doesn't Tori Spelling have financial drama, issues, trouble? What's she doing staying at the Four Seasons? They don't give discounts. And if they do, with the discount, it's still going to be expensive. The Budget Inn down the street or the Motel 6 up the hill is way cheaper. Or even an Airbnb. She's like redoing her house, or I don't even know what's happening at her house. But she shared this on social media, put the Four Seasons on blast, and to me it was a red flag because I remember everything. Do you guys remember how Tori allegedly burned herself at Benihana and is suing Benihana now? I think Tori Spelling might be a professional scammer. I think she's trying to get a free stay out of the Four Seasons or suing them to get a lot of money out of them. Or maybe I'm just a conspiracy theorist. I don't know, but I don't think it's just me. Is it just me? Let me know in the comments section. Also, down below, I will have links to everything I talk about, so click on those links, you beautiful people. Also, I have a link down below to this video, oh my God, of the George Clooney accident on his... I clearly don't ride any motorized bike. I called it a motorcycle, but it was really a scooter, but it's kind of like the same thing, right? His scooter hit this vehicle and he literally went flying off of it. It's wild and scary. You've got to watch this video. Thank God this man was not way more seriously injured. Well, that happened in Italy. Over in Ireland, where Meghan Markle is, and in the UK and England, a lot of people are talking about Meghan Markle's fashion in a negative way, claiming that she spends way too much money on clothes, whereas Kate Middleton spends a lot less or wears a lot more affordable fashion. First of all, people, like, I doubt they're even paying for this. Like, the designers most likely gift the royal females these clothes. They're not paying for it. So if somebody gave you free clothes, aren't you going to wear it even if it costs $10,000 or 20,000 pounds or whatever? And if they are wearing that, who cares? Don't you want your royals to be royal-like and be aspirational? You can be a princess too. I don't understand some people. People just like to complain. I know that very well. In other wacky news, like this one's real wacky, Lamar Odom, this is not a joke, he announced that he is moving to China. Lamar Odom is moving to China to work for a company who aims to, quote, create new intellectual property, new content, and new branding. Like, what's he gonna do for them? That's bizarre. And be careful, Lamar, because China has some very strict anti-drug laws. I hope he can stay sober there. In more wacky news, the founder of Papa John's Pizza used the N-word in a conference call with this PR marketing company, complaining about the negative perception about him because he's been very vocal about NFL players not kneeling for the national anthem. And he was quoted as saying something along the lines of Colonel Sanders called black people the N-word. And then he used it. I said this when talking about that Netflix dude. If you're white, don't use the N-word. Even if you're quoting it. Just don't use it. Ah, dumb people. Speaking of dumb people, Sarah Palin, remember her? She could have been vice president. She is pissed that Sacha Baron Cohen, the comedian, fooled her into sitting down for an interview with him. He dressed up as a wounded military veteran, and the content of their chat we don't know, but she is definitely overreacting. I mean, she called him evil. You could call him lame, unfunny, unprofessional, a whole bunch of different things, but evil? On to lighter news, Hailey Baldwin bought Justin Bieber his own engagement ring. And of course, the jeweler posted a photo with her and Justin. Now that I think she got for free, or like 80% off. Speaking of a fellow fiancé, Ariana Grande is on the cover of the new issue of Elle magazine, and I gotta applaud her. She spoke up, was cursing up a storm and saying how she's gonna be unafraid to get political and use her voice through not just singing. Kind of like the opposite of what Taylor Swift does. That's not. Maybe that's a little shade. Oh well. I'm feeling a little shady. I still love Taylor Swift, even if I don't love everything she does or doesn't do. But I approve and appreciate this from Ariana Grande. You guys, making this video has put me in such a good mood. I've gotten so much more happy. Happier. I'm still not running at 100. My computer is just... I'm praying that my new one gets back from the Apple Store tomorrow. Anyways, Iggy Azalea, bless her little heart. She was twerking on Extra. Like, why did her team agree to, like, let her twerk on Extra? And also, she's talking about Demi Lovato relapsing, saying how she knew and blah, blah, blah. Like, she wanted a medal for staying quiet. Like, she said, like, she literally said that, you know, she wanted Demi to say it herself. You don't get a medal for doing the right thing and being a good friend. Speaking of friends, Taylor Swift's friend, Lena Dunham, reveals that she's gained 24 pounds and loves being heavier and eating what she wants. I gotta tell you something, friends. I now, 10 plus years into my health journey, I genuinely love eating healthy. I do. I love eating healthy all the time. I'll have an occasional cheat, but to me, that's not a sacrifice. I still don't love going to the gym, but I love results, especially abs. Also, wacky news. This woman claims she was hired to stop Andy Dick from creeping on young actors. Instead of hiring that woman, why didn't that producer just not hire Andy Dick? Insane. In more wacky news, Johnny Depp covered up his Amber Heard tattoo. He got Slim tattooed on his knuckles, which was his nickname for her. So he changed the Slim to read Scum or Scam. Scum. Scam. Scam. Scum. Whatevs. Scam. Scum. I think it's one of those two. Scum. I'm going with scum. Wait, let me read it. It looked like scam. It was scam. Scummy, scammy, potato, potato. It's scam though, because I like to be accurate. But my brain was not running at 100 today. Let me end things on a positive note. Logan Paul, controversial YouTuber, has found love with a successful actress, Chloe Bennett. Now, usually I would say that two celebrities dating is good for business, but not in this case. And that says something. Chloe Bennett risked her career suffering and her reputation by dating Logan Paul. And you know what? I love that. It gives me hope that I could find love too. And I want that. And I feel your love, and I'm thankful for your love. But I want romantic love too. I deserve it. It's out there for me. I'm putting that out there. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Subscribe to my family channel. Subscribe here. I make videos every day. Follow me on Instagram. I'll have the links to everything down below. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah. Wait, I actually want to share the calming water with you guys. Like, how cool is this? I don't really hear the birds chirping right now, but I don't know. I love the water. And I love you. Mwah. Ciao. Go France!